Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well today. Gotta figure out why it's... There we go. Good old DOS games. Ah, the Acme Detective Agency. Carmen's gang has pulled another caper. And of course, I'm probably gonna have to play with the sound settings because DOSBox and MIDIs tend to be very loud. I have not played this game in 30-something years. Detective at keyboard, please identify yourself. I am Shinobu. There is no record of your name on Interpol files. Are you new here? Yes. You have been identified, Shinobu. Your current rank is Rookie. Newsflash. National treasure stolen from New York. The treasure has been identified as the Statue of Liberty's torch. Female suspect reported at the scene of the crime. Your assignment? Track the thief from New York to her hideout and arrest her. Must apprehend the thief by Sunday at 5. Good luck, Rookie Shinobu. Alright. So yes, we're playing Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Our first of our edutainment games. And definitely one I did grow up with. But I haven't played it in so long. Oh yeah, the game show is definitely something awesome. Good morning, Pirate. The headquarters of the United Nations, located in New York, adds to the multicultural nature of the city. So let's go to the museum. A suspicious person was here. She wanted to observe a volcanic eruption. Okay, so I need to find where a volcanic eruption will be. A reliable source told me that she sailed to a schooner flying a green, white, and red flag. So green, white, and red could be Mexico, Italy. Not sure where else. There's so many different flags. A reliable source told me that she left in a vehicle flying a green, white, and red flag. She had her driver along. Let's depart for Rome. Welcome, inquiry. Modern-day Rome, the capital and largest city in Italy, is the site of many Roman ruins, including the famous Colosseum, where gladiators fought. Oh no, a caper. A vile henchman. You must be on the right track. I saw the person you're looking for. She was practicing Hindu prayers. I heard she was heading for a mountainous nation. She arrived in a private limo. A reliable source told me she was looking for a book about the conquest of Mount Everest. So let's see. From here I can go to those places. Alright, so crime. Sex is female. She had a limo. Alright, so we got 2 suspects so far. Dazzle Annie and Mireille LaRocque. Alright, so where's Kathmandu? Ah, India, okay. Well, it sounded like she was heading towards India, so... Nepal was closed to the outside world for centuries, but can now be reached by plane and road from India, Pakistan, and Tibet. Oh no, it's Wednesday. I saw the person you're looking for, and she said she was applying for a grant to study in the oldest republic in Europe. Oldest republic in Europe, huh? It says which person was here. She left in a vehicle flying a blue and white flag. So Greece? A reliable source told me that she had planned to have a conference with the regents. Okay, so none of these are Greece. I might have to do a layover. Postal stamps and tourism are San Marino's largest industries. This tiny country's full name is the Most Serene Republic of San Marino. Alright, I think I'm on the right track. My sources tell me that she had a Hindi dictionary in her backpack. The jewelry she wore looked expensive. Okay, so expensive jewelry. A suspicious person was here, and she drove away in a vehicle flying a orange, white, and green flag. Jewelry. Alright, I got a warrant for Murray LaRock. I just need to find her. By tomorrow. Reliable source told me that she wanted to buy a yak skin coat. Okay. It had a orange, white, and something flag. Sorry, I haven't seen anybody like that around here. No, I picked the wrong place. No. They're gonna get away. So we were in San Marino. So maybe... Mexico is green, white, and red. Would yaks be in New Delhi or Mexico, though? I don't know where animals are. And it's funny, too, because it's like, I know that the games actually came with a world atlas for you to be able to flip through and check stuff. But I kind of don't have that. Yaks are from the Himalayas. So I guess New Delhi is the next closest place. Yeah, you did. Okay. Oh no. The only thing I can tell you is watch your step. They got away. Because I flew to the wrong country. I failed. Or did I? Did I literally just barely catch them? Thanks to your help, the New York police have apprehended Murray LaRock. Murray LaRock had the loot, the Statue of Liberty's torch, which will be returned to the grateful residents of New York. We here at Interval thank you for your good work on this case. I have earned a promotion. I have one more clue to unravel. Oh no. Okay. Well, see, I don't have the World Almanac, but I have Wikipedia. So. A notable sports personality. 1. Eight Olympic gold medals. Alright, on to the next case. A warrant. Alright, we got our first criminal. National treasure stolen from Paris. The treasure has been identified as the Mona Lisa. Male suspect reported at the scene of the crime. Your assignment? Track the thief from Paris to his hideout and arrest him. Okay, so we got a male thief. By Sunday at 5. So we got a male. Okay, we have a lot of options for this one. Okay. Paris, France. France, with a population of about 55 million, is famous for its food, wine, fashion, and art. So first we'll check the hotel. I saw the person you're looking for. He was practicing lap pronunciation. He had a large ring on. Okay, so we got a ring. Okay, so that gets us down to 2 suspects. Reliable source told me he left in a plane with a red and blue cross on its wing. Okay. Reliable source told me he was researching Viking lullabies, and I liked the ring he had on. So, let's see. That would be Oslo. Norway, once the land of the Vikings, has many deep inlets called fjords. Along its coast, rugged mountains and high plateaus are found in the interior. Alright, we found a henchman. We're on the right trail. Sources tell me that he wanted to see the Yuan dynasty art. So China. He had left it in a plane with a red flag on its wing. The person you're looking for was here. He was researching the life cycle of silkworms. The People's Republic of China, with more than 1 billion people, is the most populous country on Earth. Alright, we're doing good. We're still on the trail. I heard he wanted to buy antimony, but he wasn't sure what it was. I liked the ring he had on. Yeah, we know he has a ring. My source told me he left the plane with a red flag on its wing. I heard he wanted to scale communism peak. He was driving a limo. Alright, so we're going to Tajikistan. Which is where? Okay, just above the Middle East, so... Okay. Not Oslo, it's not Singapore. Moscow would be too far away. I guess Cairo would be the closest. But I don't think Egypt has a red flag. That is true. Moscow is the USSR. Yeah, see, that's the problem. What year is this game? 1990. Soviet Union is the largest country in the world. It occupies 1/6 of the Earth's land area. Yeah, that's a big downside of such an older game. All I know is he said he wanted to climb Mount Carthala. Which is a volcano in Comoros. Which is just off of Madagascar. A suspicious person was here, left in a plane with green and white flag. I saw a person to look for. He said he was going to play golf with the president. He talked about a croquet match. Well, we know he was going to... Yep, Comoros, located between Madagascar and South Africa, is made of one of 3 items with 1 active volcano. Excellent, I picked the right place. I saw the person you're looking for, and he changed his money to pounds. He arrived in a private limo. Well, pounds means he's gone to England. Reliable source told me he left in a tugboat, flying a red, white, and blue flag. He talked about a croquet match. Okay, we got 2 days left to find him. London is the capital of the UK, which consists of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Oh no. All I know is that something suspicious is going on in town. They tried to axe me. The only thing I can tell you is watch your step. Alright, looks like we got him. There goes the suspect. Very British looking police. Alright, we got our second suspect. We're doing good. We're learning. Outdated information, but we're learning. Thanks to your help, The Paris police have apprehended Scar Greynell. Scar Greynell had the loot, the Mona Lisa, which will be returned to the grateful residents of Paris. We here at Interpol thank you for your good work on this case. Your success will be noted on your record. 3 more cases until your next promotion. I will say, I'm having fun with this game. I'm a sleuth currently. National treasure stolen from Tokyo. The treasure has been identified as the Emperor's Netsuke. Female suspect reported at the scene of the crime. Your assignment? Track the thief from Tokyo to their hideout and arrest her. Must apprehend by Sunday at 5. Okay, so far we got female. A lot more now. Ooh, Carmen Sandiego is one of them now. All I know is that she changed her money to dollars. She had red hair. So it's not Carmen yet. Lady Agatha. Wow, I already got her warrant. Perfect. Now I just need to hunt her down. Alright, we're going to the US. Over the years, millions of immigrants to the USA have been welcomed by the famous Statue of Liberty in New York's harbor. Alright, we're on track. My sources tell me she inquired about boat rides on the Po. She arrived in a convertible. I don't know why I'm doing that. I already got the warrant. The Po is the longest river in Italy. Rome was once the capital of the Roman Empire. I heard she wanted information on hunting rare golden parakeets. She said that she enjoyed playing tennis. The golden parakeet is a medium-sized golden yellow neotropical parrot native to the Amazon basin in Brazil. Brazil, once a Portuguese colony, is the largest country in South America. I heard she was planning to invest in a winery. Okay, does that mean we're going back to Italy? Or California? Or France? The person you're looking for was here. She was often playing with red, white, and blue flag. She mentioned she liked Mexican food. Me neither. I only figured out from the Po. Okay, so none of those are option right now. We'll check the museum. Source tells me that she had a grant to study the history of wine. Alright, so we're going to Paris. Alright, so tennis, so we'll go to sports club. All I know is that she wanted to know how to identify an active volcano. I know, right? I heard She had red, white, and blue flag. Yeah, we already knew that. She had red hair. We already got her warrant, so we didn't need any details. This is probably definitely the wrong place. But I know Iceland does have volcanoes. Iceland's governmental assembly, the Althing, is the world's oldest surviving parliament. Alright, I'm on trail. I'm on the track. The word is out. You're getting close, Gumshoe. Oh no, they tried to kill me. You're getting too close, Gumshoe. Alright, we caught her. Thanks to your help, the Tokyo police have apprehended Lady Agatha. Lady Agatha had the loot, the Emperor's Netsuke, which will be returned to the grateful residents of Tokyo. Ah, where in history, that's a good one. We here at Interpol thank you for your good work on this case. Your success will be noted on record. 2 more cases to our next promotion. Also, I have the 1990 World Almanac up on my phone so I can use it. National treasure stolen from San Marino. The treasure has been identified as an engraving of Mount Titano. Female suspect. Track the thief to her hideout and arrest her. Alright, so we have our first clue as female. Let's see, we already caught Mary LaRocque and we already caught Lady Agatha. Hopefully they don't escape. My sources tell me she wanted to know about cruises on the Rio Grande River. She said she didn't like seafood. Well, I know where the Rio Grande is. Mexico is about 3 times the size of Texas, and has terrain ranging from rugged mountains to harsh deserts and tropical lowlands. A vile henchman! You must be on the right track. A suspicious person was here, and she said she wanted to drive a jeep across the Syrian desert. So, sources tell me she took off in a plane with a red, white, and black flag on the wing. She had brown hair. A suspicious person was here, and she said she was looking for a date. She wore fancy jewelry. Mireille LaRocque. So it's either Mireille LaRocque or Carmen Sandiego. But if it's Mireille, that means they get escaped. Then again, with them being vile, that's not surprising. Let's see. One of the most beautiful sights in Istanbul, the largest city in Turkey, is the famous Blue Mosque. It's Istanbul, not Constantinople. It's Istanbul, not Constantinople. I'm sorry, I've never seen the person you look for. Alright, so it's definitely not Istanbul, which means now I gotta go back to Mexico City and go to the other place that I wanted me to go, which was, Baghdad. Well, that wasted a whole day. Baghdad, with a population of about 3.5 million, is Iraq's capital and largest city. Sources tell me she changed her money to drachmas. Greece. Look, I'm just trying to get more details on the person so I know who I'm going after. She had brown hair, which I already knew. In ancient times, Athens was a powerful city-state that warred with its neighbor Sparta and made a lasting contribution to philosophy, science, drama, and art. All I know is that she wanted a book about the perfume industry. She wore fancy jewelry, which I already knew she does. Source told me that she was going to spend her vacation in an island nation. Heard she changed her money to francs. Well, France isn't a island nation. Does Moroni use francs? One Cameroonian franc is equivalent to 0.0032 Canadian dollars. So we're going to Moroni. Moroni is the capital of Comoros, the island republic once ruled by the French. A reliable source told me that she inquired about the exchange rate for pounds. She was driving a limo. So it's Morocco. She said she was a mountain climber. Alright. Let's check the riverfront first. Alright, we're on the right trail. Ooh. Tried to get me with a knife. Alright, we got one more case until we can go up a rank. I'm guessing the next rank's gonna be detective. Thanks to your help, the San Marino police have captured Murray LaRocque again. Murray LaRocque had the loot, an engraving of Mount Titano, which will be returned to the grateful residents of San Marino. Thank you for your good work on this case. One more case until your next promotion. Alright, let's go work towards that promotion. Newsflash. National treasure stolen from Sydney. Treasure has been identified as an antique boomerang. Male suspect reported at the scene of the crime. Antique boomerang was stolen, so we got a male. So we'll have a lot of options for this. We'll start at the palace. All I know is he was interested in a Spartan lifestyle. Alright, so we're going to Greece. Reliable source. Yep, he had blonde hair. Fast Eddie B? Nope, Thor. Eeyore. Eorovic. Alright, we already got our warrant. Alright, let's go look at that Spartan lifestyle. Go to the library first. We are on the right track. My sources told me he sped off in a vehicle flying a red, white, and black flag. Red, white, and black flag. Sources told me that he wanted to know if he could take a steamer down the Tigris River. Alright, we're on the right trail. All I know is that he asked many questions about gypsy dialects. Romani, it looks like. The person you're looking for was here, and he was heading for one of Austria's neighbors. Budapest, Danube Bridge, decorated with an ornamental lion, is a favorite meeting place for visitors to the Hungarian capital. Sources tell me he planned to explore Incan temples. He mentioned he liked seafood. I saw the person you're looking for. He left in a plane with a red and white flag on its wing. We're going to Lima. Peru, once the center of the mighty Incan Empire, it is a rugged land dominated by the Andes Mountains. Forests and jungles cover half its land area. We're making progress. My sources tell me he said serendipity led to him A study of Serendip culture. An old Persian name for Sri Lanka. A reliable source told me he had drove away in a vehicle with a golden lion flag. South Asia. Colombo, with a population of more than 1.2 million, is the capital and principal city of Sri Lanka, an island nation located off the southeast coast of India. All right. We found him. Ba-ba-da. All right, let's go get our promotion. Thanks to your help, the Sydney police have apprehended Iorovic. Iorovic had a loot an antique boomerang, which will be returned to the grateful residents of Sydney. We here at Interpol thank you for your good work on this case. Hey, pirate! 1 whole year! Look at that. Man, I still can't believe it's been a year. It's been one crazy year. In a good way. Did we not already have this question? It was, what, 8, I think? Oh, I'm a private eye now. Ooh, 7 more cases till the next promotion. I have been identified. National treasure stolen from Sydney. The treasure has been identified as rare black coral necklace. Female suspect reported at the scene of the crime. Okay, so we got a female suspect. My sources tell me she changed her money to dollars. She had an ugly tattoo. Kathleen Drib and Dazzle Annie. I heard she was heading for an island in Southeast Asia. She was a mountain climber. The nation of Singapore, located near the equator in Southeast Asia, consists of one large island plus 40 smaller islands. We're on the right track. A reliable source told me she wanted to know if there was any good restaurants near the Siamese Summer Palace. She was carrying a helmet. Bang Pa Inn, a palace complex formerly used by the Thai kings in Thailand. She's carrying a helmet, which means probably a motorcycle. Red, white, and blue flag on its wing. She tried to conceal a tattoo. She planned to go sailing with the king. Okay, so I guess Bangkok? Or would it be Peking? I mean, Bangkok is not really close to any of these places. Are not close. Capital of Thailand is a bustling city laced with canals. Really? Bangkok did not even show up on the map when I was looking. Should have zoomed in more. I heard she planned to go on an archaeological dig in ancient Timbuktu. Sources tell me she left in a rowboat flying a green, yellow, and red flag. She bragged about dangerous sports. Okay, so Africa. Bamako is capital of Mali, a West African nation which was once a French colony. My sources tell me she planned to climb Annapurna. She bragged about dangerous sports. Which is a mountain range in Nepal. All I know is she left in a flying vehicle with a double triangle flag. She had brown hair. Nepal is Kathmandu. Kathmandu, with a population of about 422,000. That's a large population. I know, right, Anya? Sources tell me she was interested in studying Tutsi wood carving. Ethiopia. Sources tell me flew up in a red, yellow, and green flag. Kigali is the capital of Rwanda, a country with lush jungle terrain which is the home of the endangered mountain gorilla. Brow. How are you doing today, Anya? My sources tell me she was applying for a grant to study wombat mortality rates. Sufficient first was here. She left in a red, white, and blue flag on its wing. All I know is she is planning to write a monograph on the temperament of Tasmanian devils. Tasmanian devils are in Tasmania, but the item was stolen from Sydney, so why would she still go back to Sydney? I totally understand that, Anya. Hey, Brad! Oh no. I'm close. Alright, I found him. I know, right? Granted, this is the 90s, because this came out in 1990. Thanks to your help, Sydney police have apprehended Catherine Dribb. Catherine Dribb had to loot a rare black coral necklace, which will be returned to the grateful residents of Sydney. We here at Interpol thank you for your good work on this case. Your success will be noted on your record. 6 more cases to the next promotion. National treasure stolen from Budapest has been identified as rare Transylvanian coffin collection. Male suspect. Report at the scene of the crime. Your assignment? Track the thief from Budapest to his hideout and arrest him. Alright, so we got a male. Alright, we'll start with the sports club. Sort told me he wanted to climb Mount Carker, and he liked Mexican food. Car. Located in the Bismarck Sea. Just off the coast of Papua New Guinea. Alright, red hair. Alright, so we got 2 options for our suspect. The person looking for was here, and he drove away in a vehicle flying red, yellow, and black flag. He arrived in a private limo. Alright, I got a warrant. Alright, so where's New Guinea? I guess that's Port Moresby. Yep, it's home to hundreds of primitive tribes, including some hunters who live in the heavily forested mountains. We're on the right track. I heard he wanted to see King Mongkut's royal barge. He had red hair. Former king of Thailand. Alright. Let's check the airport. I will say, I do wish that there was a newer version. My sources tell me he left him playing with a red and white flag on his wing. He talked about croquet match. Harry is interested in the history of British colonial rule. He had red hair. I will say, I did enjoy the Netflix cartoon. I found it enjoyable. Okay, so which of these countries had British colonial rule? You're not wrong. It did said red, white, and black as the flag, which is New Guinea. Port Moresby, Bamako. West Africa. Let's see. Nope. Mali was French. La 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 la. Just checking. It was a trading post of the British Empire. Success! Sir told me he was preparing to explore the outback. He mentioned he liked Mexican food. Person you're looking for is here. He said he sailed on a cruiser flying a red, white, and blue flag. He mentioned he plays croquet. We're going to Sydney. Okay, who's messaging me and why do I have a notification but it's not showing me any messages? Interesting. Person you're looking for was here and he said he wanted to measure the Parthenon. He mentioned he liked Mexican food. I heard he sailed in a dinghy. Yep, we're going to Greece now. We have to be close. Okay, so we got our lead. Now we gotta figure out where to go next. Shinto rituals. That's Japan, right? Shinto rituals. Boop, boop, bop, 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 bop. All right, we're on the trail. The word is out. You're getting close, Gumshoe. Alright, we've got our guy. Banana. We're making progress. We're working our way up in this agency. Oh yeah. Good old Interpol. Thanks for your help. The Budapest police have apprehended Scar Greynolt. Scar Greynolt had the loot, a rare Transylvanian coffin collection, which will be returned to the grateful residents of Budapest. We here at Interpol thank you for your good work on this case. Your success will be noted and recorded on your record. 5 more cases to go. We're learning. Yeah, but identified. Newsflash. National treasure stolen from New York. The treasure has been identified as the Statue of Liberty's torch. Again? I heard that was the first one we got. Female suspect. Alright, so we got a female thief. I think this one was Murray LaRocque the first time. I know it's randomly selected and everything. A suspicious person was here. She said she planned to travel through the Yukon by sled dog. The person you're looking for was here. She planned to spend the night on Prince Edward Island. She mentioned she liked seafood. All I know is that she asked if there was a future in nickel. She had blonde hair. Was it brown or blonde? Blonde, okay. Alright, so it's Dazzle Annie this time. We haven't searched for Dazzle Annie yet. Where is the Yukon? That's like Idaho and all that, right? Oh no, it is Canada. No, I hit Rome! I hit the wrong button! Well, there goes the whole day. I wasted a whole day. I heard she asked for directions to the Parana River. She arrived in a private limo. Parana River is in South America, which is Buenos Aires. Argentina is South America's second largest nation after Brazil. Its terrain ranges from tropical forests in the north to cold and barren Tierra del Fuego in the south. Sorry, Tierra del Fuego. Reliable source told me that she said she planned to collect cockroaches from the pharaoh's tomb. She mentioned that she liked seafood. My sources tell me she sailed away in a swoop, flying a red, white, and black flag. She asked about the most recent tennis match. Pyramids built thousands of years ago by ancient Egyptian pharaohs are one of the chief tourist attractions of modern-day Cairo. And you can see them from the Cairo Pizza Hut. Brow. The person you're looking for was here, and she changed her money to rupees. She arrived in a private limo. See, rupees is India, right? Because rubles is Russia. Well, yeah, obviously Hyrule. Link needs all his rupees. Switch to money, she wanted to go climb a volcano. She was carrying a tennis racket. My sources tell me she left in a plane with a red and white flag on its wing. Let's see. Tokyo would have a red and white flag. Where's my World Almanac? The fun of swiping through 960 pages to find stuff. Now, Lima's flag is, let's see. Oh, wait, no, that's for the city, not for Peru. Yep, it's red and white. Thank you, Anya. I'm sorry. Oh, so it wasn't Lima. Alright, we'll try Tokyo. Nope, I didn't want to hit the part. So it was Tokyo, but Tokyo doesn't have any volcanoes, or Japan doesn't have volcanoes, right? All I know is that she had a Greek dictionary in her pocket and an ugly tattoo. That is true. Just like Hawaii. But you don't really associate Japan with volcanoes. Alright. That's another case in the books. Thanks for your help. The New York police have apprehended Dazzle Annie. Dazzle Annie had the loot, the Statue of Liberty's torch, which will return to the grateful residents of New York. We here at Interpol thank you for your good work on this case. Your success will be noted on the record. 4 more cases to next level. Alright, so what's going to get stolen now? National treasure stolen from New York. The treasure has been identified as the Statue of Liberty's torch. Man, third time today. Female suspect. Alright, so far we got a female suspect. I actually planned to attend a festival held in the Forum. She mentioned she liked Mexican food. The Forum is not helpful. Looking it up just gives me a bunch of businesses in Canada. Sources tell me she sailed a schooner flying a green, white, and red flag. We're going to Italy. Yeah, that's why I figured the Roman Forum. I saw the person you're looking for, and she wanted to know if there were any five-star hotels on the gang's plane. She had a fancy ring on. Lady Agatha. All right. All I know is she left in a vehicle flying a double triangle flag. Nepal. All right. We on the case. All I know is that she wanted to study sexual dimorphism in mountain gorillas. Okay. The person you're looking for was here. She drove off in a vehicle flying a red, yellow, and green flag. Mountain gorillas. Where are they typically found? Africa. I heard she's going to write a speech for the president. She's carrying a tennis racket. We'll go to Kigali. Home of the endangered mountain gorilla. Perfect. I saw the person you're looking for, and she expressed an interest in volcanic activity. She offered me a ride in her convertible. My sources tell me she left in a plane with a red and blue flag on its wing. Okay, red and blue flag. Not red, white, and blue, so it wouldn't be Sydney. Iceland is also red, white, and blue. Nepal is red and white. Oh, crap. It's one of these three. Well, mention volcanoes, and Iceland has volcanoes. Let's see if it's a payoff. Yep, okay. The volcano clue is what helped me out with choosing. Heard that she said she had a grant to study the history of wine. Alright, we're going to Paris. A suspicious person was here and was researching the influence of Ibsen on Ingmar Bergman. Ingmar Bergman's work. Sweden. Oslo, the capital and largest city in Norway. Alright. We got our gal. 3 more cases to our next rank. That's what I call success. Alright, we caught Lady Agatha. And we return the torch. Again. I think they need to, like, secure that torch better. Because that's the 3rd time today it was stolen. Yes, I know I have been identified. National treasure stolen from Bamako. The treasure has been identified as the throne of Timbuktu. Timbuktu. The female suspect reported at the scene. Good luck, Private Eye Shinobu. Alright, so we got female suspect so far. My sources tell me she was researching ancient Veda culture and mythology. Sri Lanka. Archie paddled away in a canoe flying a golden lion flag. I noticed a tattoo on her arm. So it's gonna be, what's her name again? I think there's only one female with a tattoo. It's gonna be Drib. Wait, Dazzle Annie has a tattoo? Huh. Oh crap, we went to the wrong place. Oh no, we're stuck here. We can't go back to where we were. I saw the person you're looking for, and she said she planned to swim in the Indian Ocean. Let's check the bank. We're on the right track. My sources tell me she changed her money to pounds and had blonde hair. Yep, it's gonna be, what's her name again? Dazzle Annie. But it said she was going to London, basically. Flying a red, white, and black flag. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. I saw the person you're looking for. She changed her money to Australs. Argentine. Alright. We're in Argentina now. Sources tell me she wanted to know how to shrink a head. She planned to visit New Ireland, which is in New Guinea. We're getting there. All I know is that she asked where she could find the best collection of Siamese art. All I know is she left a balloon with a red, white, and blue flag. I think it was New Delhi for Siamese last time. Nope. Well, crap. It's Thailand. I have made a lot of bad choices this time around. They might actually get away for once. A reliable source told me she changed her money to dollars. I want to say Singapore's currency is Singaporean dollars. Yep. Okay, good. I'm close. Run, Forrest, run! Go get him, my officers. All right. Dazzle Annie has been apprehended. Two more cases to our next promotion, guys. I won't lie, I'm actually having a lot of fun with this game. National treasure stolen from Peking. The treasure has been identified as an ancient Tang horse. Female suspect. Like, I'll be honest, if it wasn't for the facts being outdated, because, you know, that's just how history is. And, you know, this game is 90... 2010. This game is 35 years old. So the facts are definitely outdated by 35 years, but, like, I'm enjoying it. Also, hello, Mr. Taco. Welcome in. Alright. Let's get some clues. Sources telling me she was planning to trek across Moldavia. The jewelry she wore looked expensive. Alright, so we have jewelry. No, I was already at the sports club. Sources tell me she was going to the largest country in the world. She said she was a mountain climber. Must go, must go. Alright. Sources tell me that she planned to take a census of wild yaks, which would be New Delhi. I heard she asked about the exchange rate for lira. One Turkish lira. So we're going to Istanbul, not Constantinople. The person who's looking for was here, drove away in a vehicle. Okay, no details on her. Okay, so we're not going to Istanbul. A blue and white flag. She had her driver along. Okay, so which of these has a blue and white flag? San Marino. I clicked San Marino. Well, there goes another day. Boop, 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 boop. All I know is that she planned to climb Annapurna, which is in Nepal. She said she did not like seafood. Yeah, see, I don't even have the warrant yet. Nobody's really given me any details on how she looks. She was researching the history of Gurkhas. All I know is she wanted a guide to Jahalian gestures. I know, right? Alright, so we're in Italy. We still don't know who our culprit is. The person you're looking for was here and said she was going to travel to the headwaters of the Amazon. Okay, so Brazil. Seriously, like, nobody's giving me any details about her. Like, so I can't even get a warrant without enough details. Well, okay, but... I can't go after her without the warrant. I mean, they did say that she had a driver. Which typically means a limousine in this game. Ba-na-na-na. Question is, was it a success? Thanks to your help, the Peking police have apprehended Mireille Larocque. Mireille Larocque had the loot, an ancient Tiang horse, which will be returned to the grateful residents of Peking. Alright, one more case till the promotion. We'll get our promotion, and then we'll take a break. National treasure stolen from New Delhi. Treasure has been identified as a sacred monkey. Female suspect reported at scene of the crime. Your assignment: track the thief from New Delhi to their hideout and arrest her. You must apprehend the thief by Sunday at 5 p.m. Good luck, Private Eye Shinobu. Okay, so we got female. Go to the marketplace first. Tell person you wanted. You were looking for. She wanted to buy postage stamps hot off the presses. I noticed a tattoo on her arm. Alright, we'll go to the sports club. She had brown hair and Mount Titano, which is in San Marino. Bum 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 bum. Alright, we got our warrant for Kathleen Drib. Now, now. We're on the right track. All I know is she wanted equipment for capturing Gila monsters. She bragged about dangerous sports. The Gila monster is a species of venomous lizard native to the southwestern United States and northwestern Mexican state of Sonora. We go Mexico. Mexico. My sources tell me she was interested in the sewage system of ancient Constantinople. But it's in Istanbul, not Constantinople. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. All I know is that she changed her money to kroner. She was riding a motorbike. Kroner currency, Iceland. Sources tell me she changed her money to francs. She was carrying a helmet. Multiple countries use francs. Playing with a red, yellow, and green flag on its wing. She arrived in a motorcycle. Red, yellow, and green. Ghana. Kigali, though, is the closest, I think. Guinea, Bolivia, Cameroon, Grenada, Ghana, Guyana, Myanmar, Portugal. So many red, yellow, and green flags. Look at that monkey. That's a good monkey. All I know is that she said she wanted to learn the secrets of aerobatic fitness from the Aborigines. She talked about great mountains. We going to Australia. We're gonna go visit Fong. All right, we're on their tail. We got him. Ba-now. Thanks to your help, the New Delhi police have apprehended Catherine Dribb. Catherine Drip had the loot, the sacred monkey, which will be returned to grateful residents of New Delhi. We here at Interpol thank you for your good work on this case. Good job, Shinobu. You have earned a promotion. Before you are promoted, you have one more clue to unravel. Use the World Almanac and Book of Facts to help find you the missing word in the following sentence. Fiji became independent in October 1970. I am an investigator. Woohoo! All right.